Good afternoon and welcome to RGCA TV 17's new program, which will feature subjects in agriculture. Today, I guess my co-host, Kim Roush, right to this side here, program assistant supporting business development network, the business development network at Ohio State University South Centers. And Dwayne Rigsby, who's systems specialist and support South Centers and Endeavor Center with technology and communication infrastructure. So welcome to the program, and what are we doing today?
Today we have a guest speaker from the South Centers who takes care of a lot of our agricultural programs. A couple of programs that she'll talk about with us today. Our guest is Carissa McLaughlin. She's a program assistant at the Ohio State University South Centers, supports the direct marketing team and the horticulture program, among many other things that she does there. Her focus is on educational programs and a lot of the marketing. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Carissa.
Well, good afternoon. Again, I am a program assistant at the Ohio State University South Centers down in Piketon, Ohio. I've been there for a little over 3 years, and I currently work in the horticulture and the direct marketing program areas, doing just a lot of support, behind the scenes support with them, and a lot of the marketing that goes along with the program areas and all the organizational things, etc.
Very nice, very nice. As far as the direct marketing program, can you tell us what that is and what you do with that program?
Well, currently at South Centers, the direct marketing position took on a new role with Christy Welch. We lost Julie Fox, who used to be with us for several years. She had headed up the program, and we now gained a new person, Christy Welch, and I work with her on several different types of direct marketing issues. One of the main things that I currently focus on is the Market Maker program with the direct marketing. I am the coordinator of the Ohio Market Maker, and that particular program is a huge part of the direct marketing that we do there. There are other things that she also specializes in, maps and apps and other areas that are all about marketing and helping the farmers and other people out there to reach out for marketing purposes.
So what are you marketing with direct marketing?
Well, there's all kinds of things. For instance, what I mostly deal with Christy is, again, the Market Maker program. The Market Maker program is a free web-based program that is out there for any type of buyer or grower that can be on that particular site, and it reaches out and makes connections and allows them to market their products in various ways, anything from a restaurant owner to just your local farmer or a farmer's market person that wants to reach out to various people.
How do they reach out to them? Is this a web-based thing, or
Yes.
is it mail, or what?
No, Market Maker is all web-based. You go on and create a profile, and you basically connect with all the people that are on there. It is a national program besides a state program. Currently there is over 700,000 members of that particular Market Maker site. In Ohio alone, we have around 15,000 people that are currently using Market Maker.
Okay, so would I see this as a consumer?
Yes.
Or where would I see these things? Would it be ads that pop up as I'm surfing around, or
yes,
where do I see this?
If you were on the web and you were looking for types of marketing for Ohio, Market Maker would be something that would pop up if you was to type in marketing. Currently, they have a newsletter that also is distributed. I'm not sure exactly who all they distribute it to, but it goes out nationally in the United States. And so you could reach out through that also if you were a local buyer or grower.
Okay. Does it cost them?
No. Market Maker is a free program. You can join and there's no cost. It does a lot of different things for the buyer and the grower once you've joined, a lot of different little techniques that is a part of it, advertising and different little special things that once you join it, you have access to use.
Have you seen a lot of the market for these people's products expand very much, or what's the results of this?
Currently, the way that Market Maker is set up, once you join, you can actually monitor your own your own profile. So you have access to know how many people have actually viewed your profile or have actually used your profile. And the turnaround that we have seen from the ones that have been in contact with us and that we've kind of tried to monitor some of the local growers, it has been a success and has improved their business by being a part of it, and made a lot of additional connections that maybe they wouldn't have made otherwise.
Okay.
So a lot of times with that, I think, what is a buyer? Is that more like, is that a grocery store? Is that a restaurant? Or are they both? What
It
are
can
they?
be both. It depends on what you're specializing in. Market maker is for anyone that wants to be a part of it. It could be a small grocery store that would want to be on there making connections with other types of businesses that they want to be affiliated with. Or it could just be your local farmer who is on there selling his pumpkins or tomatoes and wants to make connections with people that want to buy those products. Or if they want to make connections with other farmers because they want to, increase their sales as far as tomatoes. If they run out, they can make connections there to reach out to other farmers to consume the products amongst each other as well.
So it sounds like if you're maybe a smaller farmer, it's a way to get rid of your produce online, if you would.
Yes.
It maybe you would partner with another farmer to sell to a larger vendor, right?
Yes, you can do that. Yes.
Okay. Great.
And you do offer trainings, right, for people that might want to become part of the
Yes.
market maker?
Right now, I just got back from the OPGMA conference, and we did a training out there, a morning training, and we are getting ready to offer some new trainings in 2015. And what that basically consists of is we talk a lot about what market maker is and what all that it does, and what you can use it for, and all the research and marketing techniques that it offers to you. And we actually will be in these new workshops walking you step by step through the process in a computer lab process, so that everybody can just log on and we can walk them through it and help them set up their profiles to make sure that everything's going smoothly and that they can get things up and going.
And if they want more information about that?
They can email me. That's probably the best way, quickest way to get a response. mclaughlin.4@osu.edu is my email. There is some information on our South Center's website as well, southcenters.osu.edu. They can go on there and look at some things, but if they have specific questions, they can email me. Again, I'm the coordinator, so when they do join or have questions, they immediately come back to me anyway. So.
And it's an Ohio-based program, Ohio only?
Currently, I monitor the Ohio Market Maker, but the Market Maker itself is a national program. And it's an online, web-based, free program for anyone that wants to be a part of it.
Be a part of it either as a supplier or a buyer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, either way.
And it's free for both sides?
It is free for both sides.
Okay,
There is no cost involved.
And there is a website for that. Do you know the web address to that?
Yes. Right now, if you type in marketmaker.com, you'll go probably to the national site. They are currently working on their website, so things have kind of changed around with their links and whatnot. Riverside Research out of Dayton, Ohio, recently purchased Market Maker, so they're working on those things. But if you type in marketmaker.com, it'll come up.
Great. You also talked about ways of communicating with that. Do they have a listserv or any way that they get normal communication from?
Yes. Well, there is two things with Market Maker that is available. The first is once you join and you're a part of Market Maker, you can go in and they have a technique called the buy and sell forum. And what that is you can post something that you are wanting to purchase, buy, or something that you want to sell. And that reaches all of those members that are on the Market Maker site that are interested in it. And what I mean by that is when you create your profile, you type in information that solely pertains to you that you would have interest in. So if I was, for instance, going on there to sell tomatoes, those that have marked that they have interest in that are the ones that will receive and see that ad that I am looking to buy or sell my tomatoes. The others that are, have no interest in that, if I'm a hops grower or something, I would not see that come through.
That's wonderful. That way they can only get the products that they want. So,
Yes.
Anything else about the direct marketing as far as that program before we move on to maybe a horticulture?
Yeah, one of the big things that we did this past year and are getting ready to start up again as of tomorrow is our direct marketing webinar series. Those are free webinars. We have one that will start tomorrow for this new year called Legal Aspects of Direct Marketing. Peggy Hall from Ohio State University will be the speaker of that one. Those webinars are once a month, and those are free also. Free information for anyone that wants to join. Those are a Carmen Connect webinar, and we send those emails out through our listservs so that people can have that information to share and be a part of that if they choose to.
And that's also, you said, free service as well?
It is a free service once a month, the third Thursday of every month, other than this month for this year, but yes.
And how would they get on this list to find these webinars?
If they want to be a part of the webinars and they want to join one of our listservs, they can email me, again, at mclaughlin.4@osu.edu, and I can put them on one of our listservs so that they can see that come through. We send out reminders every month, and then I'm about to send out the new flyer that has all 12 webinars on it as well.
Great. Anything else, or we'll move on to horticulture? You also support the horticulture program, which consists of, actually we have 2 horticulture programmers. And if you want to talk about that just a little bit, who they are?
Okay. Well, yes, currently at South Centers we have 2 horticulture specialists. We have Brad Bergerford and Gary Gow, and I support both of those people. Brad has a lot of different things that he specializes in, and currently his biggest thing and hot thing is hops. If you haven't heard about hops, I'm surprised, because it's the biggest, hottest thing right now. And he does other things besides hops there at South Centers. He assists in research with the tomatoes that we grow there, in the research, pumpkins and strawberries, and a few other things that we do. But those are some of the bigger things with Brad Bergerford.
Homer Simpson be interested in hops, wouldn't he?
Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely.
Beer.
Beer, yeah, exactly.
And as far as Gary Gow goes, he does a lot of other products besides what Brad does. He has blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and wine grapes that we do down at South Center. So they do join in a few things, but most of their things are separately.
And each one of those different areas, they probably have their own conferences or meetings and things like that. How do you market all of these? Is it all just phone, or how do you work this?
Okay. So I am their support, and I do a lot of their marketing for them for their different types of workshops, webinars, Carmen Connects, conferences, whatever it is that they may be doing. We have a lot of outreach things that I am currently managing, and one of those would be our Facebook pages. Right now we have the OSU Horticulture Facebook page, we have the Hops Facebook page, and we have the South Centers Facebook page, and a few others, but those are some of the ones that we use the most, and the direct marketing Facebook page. So that's one way. We send out information through that. And then we have our listservs. Those are a very, very important part of our marketing. I manage several, but just to mention the ones for this particular area, we have the horticulture listserv, we have the hops listserv, we have the wine grape listserv, we have the direct marketing listserv, and we have the VegNet listserv, and I manage all of those. And what a listserv is, if you don't know, those are grouped emails that we send out to, the emails of people that have been or attended previous programs that we have collected, and those are a mass email that goes out to all the people that are part of that listserv. So those are a huge marketing. We do some other things, but our listservs are a huge part of marketing when we are trying to reach the public.
How often does those go out? Are they a daily thing, weekly thing?
The listservs are used for various things. Not just do we promote workshops and conferences and webinars through them, but we also send reminders about things. And then importantly, we also do some research findings through there. If there is currently some big issue going on with a particular plant that has been in the news that people want to know about, that our farmers are very concerned with. And we've had a lot of calls or emails, and sometimes Brad Bergerford or Gary Gow will write up an email and we'll send that out to our listserv, because a lot of the people that are on our listservs are farmers and growers and people that are interested in what we specialize in, so we want to make sure that that important information gets out to everybody.
So with the hops, just interested in that.
Yeah.
You say it's hot. Is it, are there more producers, or are there more people wanting them, or, you know,
Well,
is demand meeting the supply, or what?
the reason it is currently hot right now is because hops has not been a big thing here in Ohio for many years. I don't know the statistics off the top of my head on how many years it's been since we've had a lot of growers and buyers in this area, but it's been, I would say, over 20 years. And so right now, with all the new research that's going on with hops, that has sparked an interest. And so now we have a lot of people that are wanting to try and grow hops, and now breweries that are now wanting new growers here so that they can purchase a locally grown crop versus having to go out to Michigan or out of the state, or even sometimes out of the United States to purchase that crop.
Is it, I don't know if high yield or what you would call it, you know, do you make a lot of money growing hops, or is it a low profit thing?
I can tell you that we get that question a lot, and what Mr. Bergerford has told a lot of our growers is expect to put out financially a great deal to start, and then you will not see your great profit for about 3 years. On your third year is when you start to see it. Once you start to see it, yes, it is a significant profit, but you have to be willing to put that up front in the first year or two.
Just the way it's grown with the telephone poles and the wires and
Right.
creating that part. Do the plants have to, well, are they like grape plants that have to mature, or you plant new crops every year?
I believe we, here at South Centers, we have planted new ones every year, and we have kept the ones that were there the previous years as well. It really, with us, it depends on what research we're doing. With the grower, I wouldn't want to say, because I don't grow hops,
Right.
but with the research that we've done at South Centers, we have kept our previous year crop, plus we've planted new, because we do different varieties of hops.
Yeah, surprising. I don't know. I hang out with a guy that brews beer, and the different, all the smells and the tastes and different things that the different varieties have. It is surprising.
It is, with various varieties, and some are just coming out. You know, that might be variety 1, 2, 3. We may already have it in the field, and you get that chance of seeing that when you come to the field night or anything like that.
Does anybody else use hops other than the beer brewing industry?
I currently don't know of anything that's big as far as using it
Right.
in a big way. That would be the biggest thing.
I think the biggest thing like that is these small micro
Right.
breweries popping up, and that's what they want to produce, is that a true locally produced beer or beverage like that. So.
If people are interested, which they are, one of the hot things that's happening right now with hops at South Centers is our First Friday of the Month tour. That is the first Friday of every month, and you can email me at mclaughlin.ford.osu.edu to get registered for that. And what that is, it's about a 2-hour tour. You get to go out in our field with Mr. Bergerford, the OSU specialist in hops, and they do a tour and provide educational materials and some other things, answer a lot of questions that people have, especially it's a great way to know whether or not you really want to do this. And like I said, it starts around 10 o'clock and it goes usually till around 12 noon. It is a free tour. There is no cost involved, but you do have to pre-register so that we know, who is attending for that.
I would imagine the next question might be, how much land do I need to produce enough that would make any difference? You know, is this a crop that you can do with very little land, or do you need a little bit of a larger plot?
You can do both. We have people that call in that just have a couple acres that would like to experiment because maybe they're growing 2 or 3 other things and they just have a few acres that they want to take that land and just try to do something new with. And you can do that and then expand later. And a lot of our new growers, that is how they start, because it is very costly to start up hops. And so it is better to start out on just a couple, 2 to 3 acres, 5 or less, when you do start it. So you can be a small grower or a large grower with it.
I don't know if you know, how's the market been for like tobacco? I don't know if this is something that would take over that, or, you know, because tobacco you can grow in smaller plots and make a difference in your income. And I've seen, just driving through the country, less and less tobacco fields. I don't know if it's because of the labor intensive work that it takes to do it, or if there's just not as much incentive anymore.
I think you're right as far as there's not as much incentive, but then also they're also trying to, I'm not saying eliminate the crop, but just trying to reduce that, just because of the effects of it later.
Right.
And such.
I don't see hops taking it over as far as like that being a factor at all, because tobacco is a lot of labor and hops as well is a lot of labor. Expect to be asking someone to help because it's more than a one-man
Harvest
job.
time.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Harvest time's a lot of work.
It is.
A lot of work
We have a lot
unless-
of people that help us as South Centers, and if you were someone that was wanting to grow hops, expect to need that.
And I think there's a conference that's will be coming up here shortly about hops and also a beginning grower, if you would, or just starting out. There's a one-dayer at the same conference.
Yes. Right now, currently coming up in February, the first thing that we have that is going on is February the 4th. It's the title is Getting Started in Hops Production. And that particular workshop is for beginning growers, someone that has either just started or is interested in starting to grow hops. That workshop is a 6 to 9 workshop. It is going to be held in Worcester at the convention center there in Worcester, Ohio State University. And that is open to anyone that wants to attend. That is on our website. You can go to southcenters.osu.edu, and all the information on the Getting Started in Hops Production workshop is on there.
No, I'm sorry. That's coming to a close though for registration, right? So if somebody wants to attend, they need to start that right away, right?
The last week of this month, it will close, and you will not be able to register after that. So if you're wanting to attend it, you do need to get registered right away so that you don't miss it. That particular workshop is a $50 registration fee. It includes several things along with a booklet on getting started in growing hops of educational information, fact sheets, etc. that will be a part of that particular workshop. Now,
And then the rest of it, the conference?
The conference is following right after that. This is our second year to do this conference. Last year we did it on a one-day basis, and we had an overwhelming response. We had almost 400 people that attended last year with a waiting list because we just did not have the room to accommodate for more. This year we have turned that into a 2-day conference, and we are partnering with the Ohio Craft Brewers Association with this conference. So it will be a dual session 2-day conference that will be taking place. That is going to be held on February the 5th and the 6th. And those are all day, both days, Thursday and Friday, all day. And like I said, it's dual sessions. The craft brewers will be having a session along with us at the same time. You can pick and choose which session you want to attend. The time frames are the same so that you can go back and forth if you like. And then something unique that we're doing this year as well that we've added to that is we are having a banquet on Thursday night with some keynote speakers there at that banquet. And then following that, we will also be having the brewery tour. And then, now don't let me forget this, right in between there on Thursday, right after the conference concludes, we will be doing a hops field tour at the Worcester field because we do have 2 fields that we work with and do research, and one of them is located there in Worcester. So we'll be doing a tour out in their field at the end of the day on Thursday prior to the banquet. As far as what to expect when you come and who's going to be there and what you're going to see. Another thing we've added this year is a trade show. We have over 30 vendors that will be a part of this trade show. Some are craft brewers, and some are just there with materials that it takes to manage and grow hops. So that's a unique feature that we're also going to be included. And then as far as speakers go, and for the hops program, you're going to have educational speakers from Ohio State University, a couple other university speakers, and then we also have just local growers that will be a part of this, and then some marketing techniques that we'll be speaking on, and some other types of things for funding on how to be able to actually get the funding to be able to grow this crop. So there's a lot going on with this conference, and you can go to our website again at southcenters.osu.edu. All of that is on there, the flyer, the agendas, everything that you could possibly want to know about, all that's on our website.
What's
Great.
the next most exciting crop that you're subject that you have going in the South Centers besides that?
The next exciting crop, well, in the horticulture program, I would say the things that we get calls about the most would probably be. It depends on really the season, to be honest. In the fall we get lots of calls for our pumpkins. We do a lot of research on pumpkins. And then we also do a lot on strawberries. We get a lot of call for, because there is a lot of growers in this area of strawberries, so we get a lot of calls for that as well. And we do workshops on both of those, field nights on both of them, strawberry plastic culture workshop that we do, and then a pumpkin field night that we do that is always a big hit.
What are you looking for in a pumpkin? Is this pumpkins that you would make pies out of, or is this something you send to Circleville to get the largest pumpkin possible?
Most of the people that come out to any of our workshops are local farmers that really just want to come out and hear about the research to better help themselves with their crop as far as pest management, insect and disease, those types of things really is what they're coming out to find out about. And most of them currently that I know of, that I have spoke with, that attend, most of them sell their crop, and it's a variety. It's not any one thing. It depends on who the grower is and how much they grow of that product.
Okay.
What about, there was another crop you talked about there is wine grapes. I know we have a small planting there, but yet do we have any conferences or information about that? Do they produce that a lot there?
We do some research with the wine grapes there at South Centers. Gary Gow is the one that is over that. We usually have a workshop every year on his wine grapes that you can come out and be a part of. To learn about that, usually most people are on the wine grape listserv. So if you want to be on that, just email me and let me know, and you'll get that information. During that workshop, what we do is they get to go out and tour the grapes, and they experience what's going on there at South Centers, learn about all the research and different things that are going on with pest management again, and insects, et cetera, that all the things that really involved with the research. And then we also, part of that workshop, it's usually a daytime workshop, do wine tasting, and they get to taste some of the wine that OSU does through our grape research.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Well, this will bring us to the conclusion of this program. If you would like to keep an eye out for different programs that we're going to have in this time slot, this program will happen probably once a month. We have the arts program, and we've got a couple other things in store for you at this time slot. So keep your eye open. You'll see announcements on RGCA Channel 17 for what will be upcoming. Do we have an idea of the next guest for the manufacturing from the Small Business Administration is going to be next week at this time slot at 2 o'clock on Wednesday.
And I think one of our next speakers will be Emily Weeks from the Soil and Water Program. The third Wednesday, yes. The third Wednesday will be on this program next time, and we'll probably talk a lot about alternative crops, bioenergy, things like that they're researching there.
Okay. Sounds great. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.